Hi, my name's Jack Soul, and in this video, we're going to be talking about my final thoughts on the hologram Chroma Console. This video is really exciting to me because the Chroma Console means a lot to me for a variety of reasons that I'm going to get to all in this video. But in the intro track, you heard some sound clips from my band's latest EP, and I'm going to show you basically how I crafted certain sounds from the EP using only the Chroma Console. So this piece of equipment was really monumental to me coming up with creative ideas for my EP. And I'm going to get it out of the way right off the bat, as if you're wondering if I think this pedal is worth the hype, and we'll kind of talk about that word a little later in the video. I 100% think it does. It lives up to it. It exceeds it in a lot of ways. And I can't wait to kind of tell you and show you why in this final video I'm going to do on my channel on the Chroma Console specifically. But if you want to go right ahead to where I actually start playing the Chroma Console, just zoom ahead. It's all in the description. But if you want to kind of hear a bit of the story leading up to this video, and it has a lot to do with actually my YouTube channel in general, then stick around for a little bit of background. So the Chroma Console, when it came out, I had actually bought the Microcosm previously, and that gets you on the email list for early access, I think, by a day to new products from Hologram. So I actually saw the email for the Chroma Console at work, and the next break that I got, I just bought it on the spot. Of course, I read the description, kind of read the gist of it, but I know Hologram is really exciting as a company, and I also knew that if you don't hop on it right off the bat, you're going to be waiting quite a while. So I hopped on right away, which actually allowed me to receive it fairly early. And this kind of leads to the main point of this, kind of why it's the final video on the Chroma Console, is because I got to release my first demo of the Chroma Console fairly soon after it came out because I got it so early. And I'm not saying, and I actually beat a lot of, more prominent YouTubers to getting my demo out first. Now, theirs was far better quality, more, it teaches you way more about the pedal. But my video was pretty simple to just say, like, here's kind of how the effects sound on the Chroma Console. And that actually ended up getting, it's almost at 10,000 views now, which is the highest viewed video on my YouTube channel. And I'm really proud of that. A lot of that has to do with how popular the Chroma Console was and still is. So although I'm really proud of that video, I have a lot to thank for the Chroma Console for getting those views for me, for getting that interest out there. And because I beat a lot of the more prominent YouTubers to getting my demo out, it kind of steered more people to my channel to check it out, because it was out so quick. So that has been a really amazing part of my journey. And if any of you are here because of that video, I thank you for sticking around. And I kind of just wanted to put out this, because I did another follow-up video on the Chroma Console, so that was a part 2. I did a video on how it's a unique contribution to the multi-effects world. And this is my concluding thoughts on the Chroma Console, because I've kind of ridden the wave and it's been amazing, but it's time to put this saga, give it an ending, and put this idea to bed. So my final thoughts with the Chroma Console, like I kind of said at the beginning of the video, is that it really is an amazing piece of gear, an amazing contribution to what we have out on the market. And I think, when I am considering purchasing gear, and I've said this in the past, it just needs to have, especially in this age where there's so many different pieces of gear, it just needs to have a wow factor. It needs to have some kind of reason why it's different than the other pedals in the category, or something that sets it apart to where, like, even for that price, I'm really interested in getting my hands on it. And the Chroma Console definitely has that. And I hate the word hype because I don't really even feel like we have an agreed upon definition of what that is. My understanding of it would be that if something it's all hype, or there's so much hype surrounding it, it kind of means that the ability or the sounds of the pedal do not live up to the growing reputation. And that could mean that the company is really popular, so the gear got really hyped up, but it doesn't actually sound that good. Like, I'm not always sure what people mean by it's all hype. So I'm just here to kind of say, if you're wondering if it'll go head to head in the drive section against a Klon, I probably not. And if you're wondering if the vibrato is going to go head to head with your Julia Walrus or your Strymon Deco, who knows? But the thing is with the Chroma Console is it's not saying I'm this or I'm that. It's saying I have these effects that you can mix and match in any way you want. You can mix them within the pedal, volume wise. You can run them in all kinds of different, all kinds of different orders, and you can come up with any ideas within these blocks of effects, and then you can save them in unique kind of save user presets. So I think in that sense, there isn't anything that quite measures up to it on the market. And I'm really excited to kind of see what this inspires in other pedal builders, to kind of see if they release other things that are more similar to Chroma Console on the market. So I guess all that to say too is thank you all so much. If if you're just here watching for the first time, thank you. And if you came with any of these Chroma Console videos, then it's been an amazing journey for me as a fairly new YouTuber, and I can't thank you enough for even just supporting to come out and watch these videos. And it's a real privilege. It honestly is. So thank you if you've subscribed or liked a video or commented. It all helps grow this channel into what it is today and what it's going to be in the future. So thank you all so much. And I think it's time to just get into those sound demos. All right. So signal chain, it's going from my Fender Telecaster into the pedal board. It goes Sparks up in the corner, Kernum, Boss SY 200, Microcosm, Chroma Console, LVX, Mercury X, and then through all the Chase Bliss pedals up here. And then it goes out to my dual Joyo American Sound stereo guitar amp and cab sim into my Zoom R4 multi-track recorder. Did you get all that? That's a lot of information, but here we go. So in my song Two-Face, I wanted a kind of reminiscent sound out of the intro part. So it's going to start out with some overdrive. And brighten that up a little bit. So, and I was going to say too that I didn't actually save the presets from, recording the EP. So this is an assumed around the same, where the knobs were, but it might not be exactly the same. But here's the drive sound. And the second part to this puzzle was vibrato. And vibrato's been probably my favorite effect on the Chroma Console, because I actually think it is really unique and it doesn't sound like the other vibrato pedals that I have. So here's how that sounds. And this one is pretty accurate because I remember that both knobs were straight up. The drift setting is just a little bit up. I can't exactly remember where that was. The drift is the second function, so. Okay. And then the third piece of the puzzle was reverb. So here's how that sounds all together, and here's the tone that I use for the intro to Two-Face. So goes without saying, I think it's an awesome song. You should go check it out. But that is the intro to Two-Face. So going on to the second one that we're going to do. We're just going to do two. And I used it all over different spots. But this was kind of cool because they were both intros. So just to go on to say that the Chroma Console does so many more abstract sounds, more ambient, glitchy, all of that. But it just did a really stand-up job of hitting some iconic sounds right on the mark for me. So this second sound is doubler. So let's see. And this second song that we're going to do is called Lost Without You, and it's the intro for that one as well. So, had overdrive and... Okay, so I think it was doubler, reverb, and some overdrive. I think it was actually the kernum on the overdrive. So here's how that sounds. It's a super cool part of the song, and it really came alive when I added the Chroma Console to it. So those were two examples of how I used it on the EP. But anyway, it's been fun to put this last entry for the Chroma Console in, let everyone see it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you think that this pedal is worth it. Almost a year since it's been released. And yeah, so again, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next one.